All right, Z Wong here. Claude 4 is here. I'm one day late, but we're going to look at Claude 4 today using Claude Code. What we're going to do is we're going to test it with two ways. Now, one of those is I'm just going to test it by just giving it the meeting transcript. Now, we've been using this for this repository for testing all the vibe code. If you're interested in, just look back in my playlist. It's all the other vibe coding tool using the same repository, same requirements document. So you see how they work. Um, we're going to first just give it the meeting transcript. Again, this is a meeting transcript from a few people discussing a project that they want to build. So what we'll want to test with the new model is first give it just the transcript and say, please help me build a web app with that, and see how it does. Now, then I'm going to follow the entire process. Now, I believe this is a better way to allow the application to be able to build better application. We've been using this method to build real customer projects. And so what I'm going to do second try is we will use all these prompts to tell it to rebuild all these requirements documents, technical documents, all the way down before building the product itself. So we'll see how that differs. Okay, so for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start. I'm actually going to quit. I was testing. So I'm going to create a new directory, hackathon 052025 Claude 4, right? And then jump into this. Whoops. Wait, did I? Maybe, yeah. I made a typo. That's okay. So this is an empty directory. So we'll start Claude from here, from Claude Code from here. And I want to make sure we're using Claude 4. So I'll just say, which model are we using? Should respond that we're using Claude 4. Yep, 4 Sonnet. Okay, so what I'm going to do first round is just going to copy this entire file. And then say from this transcript, please create a Nix.js web app. Okay, that was it, and we'll see. Okay, we'll come back. All right, so it's back. Yeah, it all looks good. So let's see if we can run this. So let's look at this. We will find the folder. And this is the folder. Let's take a look first. Right, so it's right here. So we're going to drag it to VC Code. Yes, I trust the author. It's the project. So we're just going to start terminal from here. And everything should. Right, so we just run npm install. Okay, run dev. All right, first try. Ooh. Now, there's no login screen because if we only look at the meeting transcript, so there was no talked about login screen, right? So it talks about the details. So if we go through this now, this I think is amazingly good. So you can watch my other video on just dropping this into other tools and you will see like this is amazingly good. So now we'll pause here. We'll come back and we'll try another more detailed method of using Claude Code. So far it's amazingly detailed with just one shot, giving it a meeting transcript and without any structure at all. Okay, so this is very awesome. We'll come back with another way of using Claude Code. All right, so last time what we did with Claude Code, Claude 4 in particular, is to just drop the meeting transcript and one shot asset to build something, and it built something really, really cool, right? Now, so right now what I want to do is to go through our entire process of giving it all these prompts to go from transcript to requirements to technical documents to design document and then to build. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back out there, and then I'm going to fork this. Create a new fork, and then from here we'll say Claude 4. Okay, so choose this owner. Right, so from here, once it's done, I'm going to put it down locally. Clone. Claude. Right, so this is brand new. So now I'm getting it. So I'm not going to contribute. Okay, so now actually going to navigate into this folder that we just, and then it will be called hackathon -claude. Right, so from here we can then launch Claude. Right, so we trust this, we will launch. Now, to be safe, I just want to make sure which model are we using, right? Just want to make sure we're using Claude 4 because that's what we want to test with Claude 4 Sonnet. Okay, so from here, now even though this folder already have all these information, I'm going to give this the prompt step by step to recreate the requirements documents, the technical documents, and the design documents, step by step. So with the preliminary document, right? So I'm going to copy this, and then now I will need to make a change here. With the preliminary documents, oops, right here. In /0 -prelim. Covers this document requirement for my, say, greenhouse management application, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we'll start from here. Now, I may not show every step of creating all these documents, but I will come back after I recreate all the documents, and then we'll show you if it creates something dramatically different than before. Okay, come back. I'll hit enter first, and then we'll come back. All right, so it's funny because when I issue all these prompts, it just basically say, hey, I look at it, they all look good. So so let's start with that first. So it may be a test that's more fair. So we're going to give it all the structure and then ask it to build web app. I gave it the chance to update all those documents, and it looked at it and say, well, they all look good, right? So we'll do that. So we're now saying with the information in requirements document, technical docs, and design doc, please generate a Next.js app. Now we've been using this prompt for many other tools. If you want to see other to including OpenAI Codex, Firebase Studio, and many others. Just look through my playlist, okay? All right, so we'll fire this and then let it run, and we'll come back and see the result, okay? Okay, so it came back after about, I'll say about 15 minutes of running. Okay, so let's take a look at it. I've already put it down in VS Code. So let's see where we are. We're in Claude 4. So we go into implementation and WebEx. So from here, I should be able to do, I'll do npm install one more time. It should already been done. So just come back. All right, so now npm run dev. We'll see. Okay. First look. Boom, boom, boom. All right. All right. So we'll go in as admin. How's that? Wow. Oops. Dashboard inspection. Yeah. So none of these are implemented, which we've seen before, right? But the frame looks awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, again, this is Claude 4. Now, do I see a dramatic difference between 3.7 and 4? No. Maybe over time I'll find more, but this is, if I, after tested with almost all the available ones out there, well, especially the more technical ones, right? Cursor, Windsurf, OpenAI, Codex, GitHub Agent, and then finally Claude 4 with Claude Code. Now, I still believe Claude Code it win by a mile. Now, it's synchronous, but you can run it asynchronously. I'm sure someone is going to make that asynchronous. And we actually internally have an asynchronous version of that. But anyway, this is first look at Claude 4. We've tried 2 separate implementation. Both of those are impressive. Now, what I'm going to do now is going to take this repo, which it has a very good frame, and then we'll go back to Jules. Yesterday, we tried Jules, and it couldn't get to a good enough frame. So now that we have a frame, we'll check that in, and then we'll let Jules implement some of these pages, and we'll see what happens. Okay? We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.